Hello, Bill Colodzi here, and there is a new cube in town. This is a contest winner that was adopted to Magic Online for the time being. It's the Twisted Color Pie Cube. And I've tried it a couple times. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot going for it. There are super powerful combos. There's a lot of cards that you haven't seen in a while. So you can learn some new cards that you might not have seen recently. And as you can see, there's some pretty high power too. So Ulamog. I like Ulamog, although I'm not confident that there'll be so much fixing. I also like Basilisk Collar because there's some pingers going around here. And that combo is so strong, I think I'm going to go for that. Basilisk Collar over something cool like Ulamog or Polluted Delta. Those are kind of safe. Well, the Polluted Delta is a safe pick. I'm not sure about Ulamog. Ooh, the other Ulamog. That actually gets really exciting. So then it's just about trying to get some ramp and winning that way. Squirrel Nest. Oh, cool. Right, so the Basilisk colored deck is like a red-blue deck. And if that's not open, then this pick is just, not so good. A Sigil of the Empty Throne. Yeah, like most cubes, you kind of want to start interacting early. And although that's not really what Ulamog's doing, this is such a cool card. I'm not sure if Reanimator is a thing, but maybe some kind of control deck or ramp deck can be good if there aren't good ways to cheat him into play. And if there are, well, we'll be looking out for them. Chandra. Okay, here's also Vithian Stinger and Dragon Master Outcast. These are both great. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in this pack. So Chandra is a kind of ramp card because she makes 2 red and also just deals with a lot of things. Not sure if that's going to be the pick here. The Stinger's good with the collar. Dragon Master Outcast is good in a deck with lands. And Rakdos Signet is also excellent ramp. So all of these are defensible given our first pick, and I don't know. I'm not sure. Unearth. I'm going to go with Chandra here. Kind of the most interesting thing going on. And follow it up with a Sparksmith, I guess. Just about the perfect combo with Basilisk Collar. You take the damage, but you also gain it back with Basilisk Collar, and you only need 1 damage. So that's just about perfect here. Daze is cool. Polymorph might be the best way to get an Ulamog into play. But yeah, Sparksmith goes well here. Scrap Mastery, I have to read this. Each player... It's like a living death for artifacts. Not too shabby. Mindslaver is kind of cool. That works with this living death type thing if you have some discard. And what else do we have? Wandering Fumarole, Elder Deep Fiend, and a Mog Fanatic. Of all of these, well, I could see different things here being good. Mog Fanatic does work with the color. You can kind of sacrifice it and and get away with doing some stuff. Yeah, I'm going to take Mog Fanatic. I want to be able to interact very early, if possible, and that is a strong interaction. Even if you don't have the collar out, there are a lot of choice creatures to pick on with a Mog Fanatic. Rakdos Return. Okay. Well, if we're ramping with Chandra or whatever else we have, this card is insane. The theme of this cube is like each color is doing something a little different than they normally do. Kind of like a what happened in Planar Chaos with the not time-shifted cards, but whatever they were, the Chaos cards. I guess they were the Twisted Color Pie cards. But I think black in this set is trying to ramp a little bit, so maybe the return will be good. We'll see. Heart of Ramos. There's a little ramp card. I could see that being good. Goblin Assault. Huh. Could be cool. Crypt Breaker, obviously, is very good. I'm going to take Heart of Ramos, though. That's what I want to do. This will be a Ramos return. Oh, that's tempting. Rakdos Keyrune. Ooh, I'm going to take that instead, actually. Never mind Heart of Ramos, you're not good enough. I'm not sure what's right there, but this makes more sense with Rakdos return in the deck. Destroy all artifacts, creatures, and lands. They can't be regenerated. How about that for a win condition? Spike Shot Elder could be good with this Basilisk Collar. Sure, I guess Whip of Erebos has a fun little combo with Ulamog. Actually, Obliterate works with Greater Gargadon if you ever get up to 8 mana. Spike Shot Elder, it's our last chance at this guy. He is a 1-drop. I'll get him. Renewable Pinging. This is going to be like Ulamog's return. Magma Jet is a fine one. If we're going deep, we better go really deep. I'm going to take the other Ulamog as well and try to see how much we can ramp. Ramp as much as possible. Not sure about this thing. But at least we can cast the Grim Haruspex. And, I don't know, works well with Mog Fanatic. Black spells you cost 1 less to cast. Wow, the Rakdos Signet wield. Signets are great. The Vithian Stinger also wield, but it looks like we're okay on effects like that. And I really do also want to ramp here, so that's nuts that wield. Sure, Blackleaf Cliffs. Maybe we don't need it, but I'll take it. Splinters, that's fine. Uh-huh. This card belongs in the Legendary Cube. Legends matter. And Heart of Ramos wheels. Alright, we're like the red artifact ramp deck. It's color shifted because I guess blue usually tries to do this. Gilded Lotus. Wow. Well, if ever there was a deck where Gilded Lotus was good, this is it. This is it. So our plan A is like get some creatures in, annoy our opponent, and maybe assemble a combo that's pretty hard to beat. Our plan B, yeah, also works with the Weaver of Lightning, I guess. Plan B is to ramp up to 10 or 11 mana and just wreck our opponent completely. I love this card, Descent of the Dragons. I'm not sure if they have the card in this set that makes it fun, but whatever. It was Dragon Storm, Dragon Tempest, where you could win with it right off the bat. But I do like this card. Nahiri? Nahiri might be what we want. Right now we have no appealing targets for the Dwellers. And definitely not interested in Dark Confidant with these two guys hanging around in the deck. Nahiri's great because if she ultimates an Ulamog into play, that's strong. We don't have white fixing yet, but that could be next on our list. Strip Mine. We don't want to face Strip Mine. Rolling Earthquake. Kind of cool. Assemble the Legion. Very powerful. Yeah, Strip Mine's pretty good. There are a lot of cards that this hits. Badlands is also good, and I might just take that here. We're we're going to be weak to Strip Mine, but remember in League, you're not really cutting cards to not be able to see them. You can play people from other pods and all kinds of things, so I am not too interested in playing with Strip Mine. I just really don't want to play against it. So I'll take the card that I want for my deck. Alright. Well, Porcelain Legionnaire works well with Basilisk Collar. Jaya Ballard hates blue stuff. And works with some Madness. There's no real ramp card here, but... wow, she does not like creatures or blue permanents. I'll take Jaya Ballard. If nothing else, it'll be a good sideboard card against a blue deck. Stagger Shock, Sundering Titan, sack a creature, 1 damage to creature player. Huh. I'm not even sure if that's good. Some of these cards do some weird things, but aren't necessarily great. Oh. Caldera Hellion, kind of neat. I do like Sundering Titan. Maybe it is something worthy to ramp into. And Gelectrode is very good with Basilisk Color, but I'm not sure how easy it will be to play blue, so I'll just take Stagger Shock. That'll always be good. Chaos Warp. Ah, we've got a Slag Heap. That will help build up to some powerful cards in the late game, if we're not doing anything else at the time. And Wasteland, Goblin War Marshal, Misdirection, Resurrection, Insurrection. For us, it's really between Goblin War Marshal just as something to do, and Wasteland. I guess you could find worse things to do than the War Marshal, but I'll take Wasteland. And Simulacrum. That's a nice one. Happy to wield the Fire Diamond. More artifact ramp for us. Passing it the... whatever it was, the Pinger. Day of Dragons. Alright, well, I said I liked it. I'll take it for the sideboard. Rolling Earthquake. This might be main deckable. It's very good against certain go-wide decks. I think in the main deck, you mostly want to focus on what your strategy is, and then bring in really good cards from the sideboard if they're appropriate. Sun Droplet. Yeah, helps us survive till the late game. Imps of Mischief. Huh. Sun Droplet, though. Still looking for that fixing for Nahiri. Got Badlands here. And we're on pace to have a nice little deck here. The card I really want is Goblin Sharpshooter, because that's the ultimate combo with Basilisk Collar. If we can pick that up in pack 3, that'll be powerful. And maybe a white-red or white-black fetch land, so we can play 1 Plains and Nahiri. Alright, we've still got some more of this pack to go. Who are we passing to? Oh! No kidding, this is a Sam party. Maybe we'll both record this draft. Compare. Maybe we'll get to play, since we're drafting at about the same time. B flat. But yeah, all eyes on them. They're holding us up here. Devour and Gelectrode. I'll take Gelectrode, because that could work out well with Basilisk Collar. Not sure how you're supposed to pronounce this. Smdister? Smdister? Maze of Ith. Love this card. I also... Ruby Medallion, very strong. It doesn't work well in this deck, though, because the things we're ramping to aren't red. They are colorless. So, strong effect, not what we need. Maze of Ith also doesn't ramp, so maybe that's not as good, but I do like the effect. And I'm not sure anything else here is going to be better. Like, these cards that ping things on entry, they don't work particularly well with the collar. Because you don't have time to equip it. Oh, I really do like Maze of Ith, though. It does save you so much of the time. I'll take it here. We could just count it as a spell, really. Play it when we don't have anything else to do. Okay, Boros Garrison. An Icy Manipulator. I haven't actually seen that art before. Or maybe I have, but it's not the art that I recognize with it. Destroy target non-black creature. Yeah, these... What are they called? Karoo lands or bounce lands? Is that what Karoo does? I don't even remember. But I'll take this Boros Garrison. Avacyn. Indestructible. And this would be fine even if we didn't have white. Champion a goblin. A little too unreliable, but otherwise a fine card. Devil's Play. That could be good. We are ramping a lot. It is an alternate win condition, but also just helps deal with some pesky early plays. A lot of versatility there. Ooh, the Champion of Justice. Very cool. Orcish Artillery. Oh no. Not sure about this card, but it's another one that works with Basilisk Collar somewhat. I don't want too many tap lands. I suppose Needle Spires is fine. We could play something like 18, 19 lands, if a lot of them do stuff like this. Phyrexian Revoker is good. It's probably good enough. Has something to do early, and survive until the late game. Yeah, Needle Spires is tempting. Orcish Artillery is also tempting. Goblin Slide. I'm going to take the Revoker. You never know where you're going to run into, and that could always be good. Hey, Krenko. You might even run into a Krenko. And Quicksilver Amulet. So that's a cheap way to get in some Ulamogs, but the way we're going to get Ulamogs into play isn't by Quicksilver. We don't have enough creatures to rely on this, so I'm just going to take Krenko because same cost of Quicksilver and it wins on its own. Weird. What a crazy mill card, Mesmeric Orb. Dark Salvation. That's another really good one to play, ramping into it. Starting to like this cube here. And we are ramping, so this will be good. Scrubland. Not as good as a fetch land at this point. Let's see what Felden does. Creature card in your graveyard. So I'm not sure about Felden. Sometimes it could copy an Ulamog. But Jaya Ballard's the only way to get Ulamog into the graveyard. So it's not all that great. Oh, it does kind of work with the other Ulamog too. I don't know. I'm gonna take Scrubland. Because you can react to this entering the battlefield. Or the graveyard. This does go into the graveyard for a brief time. So that does work out a little bit. Ooh. Kumano. Yeah, I'll take that. It's a 4/4, which is fine. It also gets insane with Basilisk Collar. Chandra is also okay with Basilisk Collar, but not great. And we already have one Chandra, so it's a bit awkward. Tuk Tuk. Oh, Tuk Tuk. Little hasty 1/1. No particular synergies here, but it does block well. It does block well. Redcap's good. It's like a mini Flame Tongue Kavu, and it also blocks well. Icy Manipulator. Is that too many 4-drops? Maybe Festering Goblin is better. Maybe cutting Angel of Hope from the total decks out in existence. I like Icy Manipulator. And Orcish Artillery is back. Yeah, I'll probably play that over the Icy Manipulator. Tap artifact, creature, or land. It's expensive removal. It's okay. Ooh, Pegasi. Sure, so I think we've put together a bit of a deck here. Need some cuts, and that's fine. Or maybe we don't need that many cuts. Oh no, we definitely do. What am I thinking? We definitely need some cuts to get closer to like 18. So let's take a look. Red Cap might be a cut because it's good, but it's nothing special. Not in this deck anyway. We do have a lot of ramp, so if we look at all the ramp we have, we've got Rakdos Signet, the Heart, Diamond, so maybe 17 is good, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I think 17 is about where we want to be. And then we should hit our land drops, and we can hit our ramp, and that'll get us up to tons of mana. Meanwhile, we have a few ways to select cards and ramp up and survive. Yeah, I like this deck. A nice little mix of different things going on. We did manage to find enough fixing to play all our crazy stuff, but 12 red cards, just 2 black cards and 1 white. So we really don't need that much fixing, and we already have a little bit of fixing in the Gilded Lotus, the Rakdos Signet, the Solemn Simulacrum, which is a good reason to play a basic Plains, and Rakdos Keyrune. So what is this going to look like? Wow, that's a lot of red. So now we can put in some... Oh, we should cut a card from Maze of Ith, shouldn't we? Devil's Play. Jaya. I think I'll take out Jaya for Maze of Ith. She's good, but the discard effect isn't really synergizing with anything. Badlands and Black Cleave Cliffs coming in. Scrubland for... I'll take out a white for that. No, maybe I'll take out a red. I don't want to go down to 0 of each basic. And this should be plenty of red for everything. I might even put in Wasteland. I'm not sure. Okay, so we kind of have plenty of fixing everywhere, really. Between the Lotus, the Simulacrum, and everything else. So how many real red sources do we have? 14? That's too many. Let's bring in a Wasteland just in case. Just in case it gets good. Cool, so here is a red-black ramp deck. Really driving home the fact that this is a twisted color pie, because this is not what you'd really expect to do. This is supposed to be aggressive colors. But we are trying to cast Ulamogs, and win that way. So check out the matches.